Welcome to Flash CS6 Tutorial 11, Level 3, Time Limit. It's a follow-up to the CS6 Tutorial 10, which was Level 2, Keeping Score, and that's what I have opened on my computer. We're going to start off by doing some similar things to the previous Level 2 to prevent us from getting that error code 1009. So right here, click for these 4 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right click, insert keyframes. Make the stage about 50%. Lock all the layers. Make sure those 4 layers, square 1, square 2, square 3, and the text, highlight them all. And just click and drag them off to the side somewhere. Then click here, come down, and insert keyframes. So that'll prevent us from getting that 1009 error. So let's lock those layers. Open up level 1, and if I just click here and drag down like that, I should be able to drag all them up to that same frame. Select this level 2 text layer and insert 4 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come right down here where level 3 starts. Insert keyframes. Call this bottom one Rec, REC1 as in rectangle 1. Call this one REC2, REC3, and text L3, TEXT L3. Again, I'll repeat, I do these for beginners, so I do a lot of repetitious things over and over. Make sure all the layers are locked. Select this Rec 1, select this frame of level 3, pick up your rectangle tool. Doesn't matter what stroke I have and what fill I have, and make a rectangle here. Click modify, pick up the selection tool, highlight it, modify, convert it to a symbol, make sure movie clip is selected, and call it REC1_MC. Copy that. OK, and paste it in the Properties panel. Lock that layer. Select this Unlock Layer Rec 2. Pick up a different color on my fill. Come over here, Rectangle Tool, draw a rectangle here. Pick up Selection Tool, highlight it. Pick up Selection Tool, highlight it. Call this one Rec 2. We can just paste it in, what we've copied. Make sure it's called a 2. OK. Properties panel, paste it in. Make sure it's a 2. I'm going to do one more and I'll get back to you. Okay, I have now here, if I looked, I have a Rec 3. Here's my Rec 2. Each of these are on a different layer. There's my Rec 2. And of course, the one we first made, Rec 1. So I'm locking all the layers again. I'm selecting Rec 1, selecting this first frame here of that Rec 1, double clicking on it. And what I'm going to do is have this one come down the page, just down the page. So I'm going to start here where it's going to be on, and this is going to be the off time. So I'm going up to about frame 25, insert a keyframe. I got 24 frames a second, so I want it to be a little bit longer than a second, so I'm going to go up to 80 frames and insert a keyframe. That's its on time. I'm going to have it off for a while, going up around 130, insert a keyframe, and then again up around 185, insert a keyframe. Now, you can do this any distance you want. When you play your game, if you find it's moving too fast, make this time frames longer. If it's going too slow, make them shorter. Click from here to there. Right click, clear frames. Don't remove them, just clear them. So there'd be nothing on here. Go from here to here. Right click up from here to here. Right click, clear frames. And that looks like it's good. So if I have it here, it's up here. And if I go here to this keyframe here, I think I could be right, and draw it down to there, right click, classic tween, we have this going on. See that? Did it once. So it's not going to be seen at all here. It's going to be off the stage. Down here it's off the stage. If you look, not even there, you can't see it. Here it's going to start from the top again, and again it's going to come down to the bottom. And click classic tween. So if I hit the enter button, watch, there it goes. Once and twice. So I'm going to do that same thing for these two, only I'm going to do them on the horizontal plane. I'm going to do this one with you. I unlocked Rec 2, locked Rec 1, double click, now I'm inside that movie clip. I'm going to go up quite a few frames here, 60, insert a keyframe. Go up to 115 each, insert a keyframe. 145 each, insert a keyframe. And up to 190-ish, insert a keyframe. Click here, clear these frames. If I look here, it's there. I'm going to drag it over to there. Right click, classic tween. Then I want to remove it. I think I can just do this. Clear frames. And then if I go back here to here, insert classic tween. Just hit my enter button. I'm happy with that. And I'll do the last one, which is Rec 3. Then I will get back to you. Okay, I have those three done, and I just want to go back to scene 1, and let's just check this to see if we got any errors right now. Click that, click that, click that, jump to level 2, click that, and there's going to be another one come up here. There, I got it, and I'm in level 3, and now they're going. Good, and no errors. I'm back on the main timeline, locking all my layers. I'm selecting this, unlocking this L3 text layer, selecting that frame, open up the text tool, click on the text tool, draw a text box, open it up, make sure dynamic text is selected. I'm going to make it black and give it an instance name. I'm calling it counter, capital C, L, capital L3 underscore text, same format we've been using, and that gives that a name. So now let's write some code. Click on the actions layer, open the actions panel, and the code we're using is the same as what we've been using, so I don't have to spend a whole lot of time with it. Type. Stop, open and close bracket, semicolon. Counter L2 equals 0. We have to make that equal to 0, otherwise the previous code will keep sending us someplace we don't want to go. We're going to make a new variable called count L3. It's going to be equal to 0. Same format. You could have just copied and pasted and changed some things. There's my rec1 underscore movie clip, and we're calling the function rec1. It's all the same. I'm going to trace L3 as a double 3 1. My counter is going to be L3 is equal to L3 plus 500, and I'm going to display that in my text box I just made. Copy that, paste it in, change it to rec2, rec2, rec2. This would be L32. This is going to be L3. This stays the same. This will be the same. Copy, paste it again, and make sure they're rec3, 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 and L33. And of course, putting them to string means we're going to display them. So let's see if that works. And I have them, if you see, I have one set to 500. One of them is set to 1,000, and the other one is set to 500. Get right quick over to there. Get as fast as I can over here. And here they come. There's, hit that one. They're hard to hit, see? Yeah, hit that one. Got that one. I'd like to get this yellow one, green one once. There, I think. They're going too fast. Yep, they all seem to work. Now, if they're going too fast for you, you can come down here just for a while and drop this down to 10. This is the rate. Drop it down to 10, but put it back to 24 when you're finished. So let's just test that. That's good. Good. I need one more. There. Now I'll be able to hit these real easy. Bang. Hit that one. Hit the green and the blue. So they all work at this point in time. Let's go back to the main timeline. Lock all the layers. And come up here, right here after this one. Insert a blank keyframe. Open the Properties panel. Make sure frame is here. Call this level 4. L-E-V-E-L 4. No spaces. Enter. And come up to 40 and insert a keyframe. And now we're going to have to just give us some indication that we are indeed on a level 4. So you see on this here frame right here, if I check this, that's that black square right there. I'll make it disappear. See that? So this is level 5. I got this layer 5 of my layers. I want to select this one, insert a blank keyframe, and let's give that just anything. Pick up a different color, make sure you have a rectangle, and put it here. So when I jump to level 4, I'll see this and know that I am indeed on this new level 4. Let's select the action layer for level 3, finish that off, open the actions panel, way down the bottom, type this code. You could have went back to here, level 2, and copied that bottom section and just made some changes. Might be the easiest thing for you, but I'll leave it to you. I'll show you what you have to have. You need the stage event listener. I'm calling it enter each frame L3, so that's the change there, L3. L3 is the change here. If count L3 greater than or equal to 1,000 this time, I'm going to do two things. This is the same. I'm going to go to and stop on that new level 4, and just in case that doesn't work, I'm also going to trace level 4 just to see if my action code works. So test the movie. Remember, on that slow frame, I'm only on 10 frames a second. So here when I get 1,000, it jumps. Here when I get, I think it's 2,000, I need one more block. I'm on level 3 now. There's a 500 there. Pick that one up because there I jump to level 4 and it's tracing level 4, so that works. Now we want to go back to the main timeline, and we want to make a timer to time out to end this game. So open the library, come down, I don't know if you can see this, and click on here. It says new symbol. Going to call it timer, T-I-M-E-R, capital L3 as timer for L3 underscore MC. Okay, now we're inside that timer. Call this line the text, T-E-X-T. Open up your text tool. I'll make the stage a little bit smaller and draw in a text box. Check the properties panel, make sure dynamic text is selected. I'm going to pick black as my color and call this timer, T-I-M-E-R, capital L3 underscore TXT, timer text. Okay, now we want to, we're going to be running at 24 frames a second, so go up to roughly 25 and insert a keyframe. So what we're going to do is count these as a second. Lock that layer, insert a layer, call it action script, AS. Select frame 1 of the actions layer, open the actions panel, and type in this variable. Type. VAR turns purple. Timer count, TIMERCNT, colon, number equals 5, semicolon. That's what we're going to call this variable. Go back to the timeline, select frame 2, insert a blank keyframe on the actions layer, open the actions panel, and type this code. Timer L3 underscore text, that's that text box we just made, period TEXT, this TEXT turns blue, equals, open bracket, time count, close bracket, that's the variable we made on frame 1, period, toString, small t, capital S, that turns blue, open close bracket, semicolon. Go back to the timeline, select the last frame of this actions layer, insert a blank keyframe, open the actions panel, and type in all this code. Type. The first thing we want to do is decrement that variable. So time count equals time count minus 1, semicolon. Then we're going to do an if open bracket time count is less than or equal to minus 1, close bracket. So this is going to count it as it goes down, because each time it enters this frame it's going to subtract 1. It started at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 like that. When it gets less than minus 1, that'll actually mean it's on 0. I got an open curly bracket. I'm going to trace, open bracket, quotation 0, close quotation, close bracket, semicolon. I'm just doing that to check something out. And if it's less than minus 1, that means I've gone through 20 seconds. I want to go to and play open bracket 1, close bracket, semicolon. I want to go back to frame 1 and start counting again. There's the closed curly bracket for the if. There's an else here, ELSE, turns the same color as if. While that's not true, so it's going through those loops, going through that frames. Open bracket, go to and play frame 2. Go to and play small g, small t, capital A, capital P, that turns blue. Open bracket, 2, close bracket, semicolon, and a close bracket. Let's quickly look at the timeline here for a minute. It's going to start here and it's going to go through these each time, subtracting 1 from that count and checking it and keep going back and forth. And when eventually it gets down to the right count, it's going to trace and start counting over again. Let's go back to scene 1 for a minute. Let's take this layer here that we have this black on. Pick your selection tool up. Select that frame right here for level 3. Open the library. Grab that timer we made. Drag it up and put it on the stage. There it is. That's that timer. And let's see if this, open it up here, the properties panel, and give it an instance name, TIMERL3. Shift_MC. Now I think I'm ready to test it. Control, test movie, test. I'm going to quickly jump through this. We're in that level 2. I'll hit one more. We're in level 3. Here they come. And watch the time. 4, 3. Now these are longer than a second because I'm only doing 10 frames a second. It should go to 0 and then back to 5. 0. And it's going to trace 0 over here. So that's working. Now, with this particular setup, it would restart the level. If you didn't want to do that, if that's something you didn't want to do and you want to end the game, then you would jump to a frame up here where level 4 sits and say, or make like another level here saying game is over or something. But right now we're just going to go back to the beginning of level 3. Now, something else I want to do with this particular one is on our 4 rectangles. Right now we hit them and we could actually just keep clicking on them and clicking on them and clicking on them and very quickly rack our score up. So what I want to do is put some code in on this action for level 3 so that when we hit the individual recs, we go and back to frame 1, so it starts all over again. It doesn't disappear like it did on the level 2. So for example here, I'm going to copy this, copy, paste it here, period, GOTOANDPLAY bracket 1 bracket there. That will start it over. So copy that, copy that, come down here, paste it in, make this rec 2, come down here, paste it in, make it rec 3, and make this here score as high as you can, and still make it possible for the person to win, but make it extremely high. And what I would do also is I would make all these the same value. This 500 one there, make this 500, so they're not just waiting for one to come. So now let's test that out. Test movie test. I know how this one works. Not a difficult level. I'm in the next level. I got to hit all these because they only show up once, and then they disappear when you hit them. And here I'm going to count. See how it disappeared? This one I didn't quite get it. There, I got it, and the game's over. Control, test movie, test. One more. Got that one. Got that one. Got that one. It's this one I'm concerned about right here. Got that one. There. And now, I jumped probably because if I check my action code, I'm only checking to 1,000, and any two of those would hit would be enough. So I would suggest you make this like 10,000 or something. So I think that's enough for this video. I'm going to do one more which will actually take me to the end of the game. Instead of repeating this level, we'll actually go to level 4 when we get the right count and have level 4 win the game. It'll be called Flash CS6 Tutorial 12 Level 4 Game Over. Hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learn.